Hi, I'm with Badger Basket, here to go through the assembly instructions for the doll canopy bed. The one you have may vary in color or have different doll accessories, but the assembly of the doll canopy bed will be the same. If you have any questions, missing parts, or any damaged pieces, please contact Badger Basket as shown in the end of the instructional video. So let's get started. For steps 1 and 2, what you're going to need is part A, which is the headboard, 2 of parts B, which are the bottom rails, part C, which is the bottom panel, 2 of part D's, which are the top rails, and 2 of part E's, which are the metal supports. You will also need 4 of the J screws. So what we're going to do first is we're going to take the headboard, part A, and we're going to want to put in the bottom rails first. So for the bottom rails, they need to go off of the side that has the 2 holes. One will be for a screw and one will be for a dowel. So to do so, what we're going to do is put the bottom rail on this bottom piece. The top hole is for the dowel, the bottom hole is for the screw. So when looking at this rail, you'll see the dowel in one spot and the hole for that screw. You'll also notice on the bottom rail that there is a groove. The groove needs to go to the inside of the bed. So what we'll do is put this on this side here so that the dowel is on the top and the screw hole is on the bottom, and groove to the middle. And I'm just going to put a screw on the back side to hold it in place. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So dowel will be on top, groove to the middle, and the screw hole on the bottom. So just to kind of show you here, I'm going to spin it around, and this is where we'll be screwing these in. So for this demonstration, I am using a drill. If you choose to use a drill to make it a little bit easier, use the torque setting on the lowest setting so that you don't strip any of the pieces. Otherwise, feel free to use a hand Phillips screwdriver. Next, I'm going to be putting in the bottom panel of the bed. To make this a little bit easier, I'm going to tip this up, and we're going to slide this right into the grooves going down each of the side rails. Now when looking at the bottom panel, one side is white, one side is brown. Make sure that the white is facing up towards the top. So you're looking at the underside here, but I'm going to slide this down into the grooves all the way down. Like so. Next, what I'm going to be doing is putting on the top rails. Now the top rails are going to go with the metal supports. These need to be put on at the same time. So to make this a little bit easier, I'm going to spin this on its side here. The top rails are going to go into each of these 2 corners here. You're going to put the top rail on this side, and the metal support is actually going to come from this side together, and then you'll put a screw through both, okay? So through the top, the metal support here, through the top of the headboard, and then into that top rail. And we're going to screw that into place and do the same thing on the other side. For step 3, you are going to need part F, the footboard, and 4 of the J screws. For step 4, what we're going to be doing is similar to the parts step 1 and step 2. We're going to be putting on the footboard. To make this a little bit easier, I'm going to tip this up on its side here so that you can kind of see what I'm doing, and to make it a little bit easier. Again, when looking at the footboard, you'll see the side that has the 2 holes. Top one is meant for the dowel, the bottom one is meant for the screw. So that's going to correlate to these 2 bottom rails, the dowel and the screw. And then the top 2 holes are those screws that'll go through that metal frame. So what I'm going to do is kind of slide it up here on top so that it goes in between that metal frame and that top bed rail on both sides. Then I'm going to make sure I align the bottom foot rail and get that dowel into that top hole so that I can screw down into place. So I'm going to put all 4 screws into place. For step 4, you are going to need part G, the fabric canopy, 4 of the part H's, which is the fabric ribbons, and part I, which is the fabric mattress. For this step, we're going to be putting on the fabric canopy. So what we'll do first is we're going to lay it on over top the long way, and you'll see in each corner that there's a piece of material that hangs down. What we're going to be doing is taking the fabric ties and tying little bows around each of the corners. So let's get all of these tied in place. Last thing we're going to be doing is putting in the fabric mattress. That goes right in the bottom of the bed. And you're all set. If your doll canopy bed comes with the folding baskets, what you're going to grab are the folding baskets, open them up. You're going to take in these bottom inserts. They slide right in the bottom to help keep that folding basket its shape. We'll unfold the second one, put in that bottom insert again, and the folding baskets go right under the doll bed. Now that we have the assembly completed, we hope you enjoy your doll canopy bed. Badger Basket thanks you for watching, and remember, if you have any questions or concerns, please look at the end of the instructional video for that contact information. Thank you.